Hello students, welcome to another session of your computer class. So during the last class we were learning about the categories of computers. So this session will comprise of the continuation of the same. So let's begin the session. Categories of computers part 2. Let us begin our today's class by recalling the types of computers. First one was microcomputers, second one mini computers, third one mainframe computers, and fourth one supercomputers. We have already covered the portion microcomputers and varieties of microcomputers in the last class. I hope you remember. So considering that, today's session will be comprising of the detailed description of mini computers, mainframe computers, and supercomputers. We are starting this session with mini computers. So this is the picture of mini computer. And these computers are bigger in size. From the picture itself, it is clear that it is bigger than microcomputers, typically being the size is that of a refrigerator. And these computers have higher processing speed, which means you will get the output very sooner when you give the input, and costlier than microcomputers. These computers are capable of supporting more than 4 to 200 users simultaneously, which means at a time it can support more than 4 users below 200 users. Up to 200 users it can support. It will support. Okay. And where is this mini computers being used? It is being used in banks, universities, and in other big organizations where they have to deal with more data. Okay. It's not like how we use it in our home. When it comes to bigger institutions, they will have more data, more things to be dealt with. So they will use these kind of computers. So these are the examples of mini computers: PDP-8, HP-2100, and Microvax 3100. These are the pictures of the same. So these are the examples which is mentioned in your textbook. So next we have mainframe computers. So this is a picture of mainframe computers. These computers are known to be very powerful because of its capability to process huge amount of data. So these computers are big in size. From the picture itself, it is clear that it is big in size and have got large memory and high speed. The processing speed is very high in this type of computers. So these computers are designed to tackle huge amount of data. So institutions like scientific research centers, universities, banks will have to deal with a lot of data, huge amount of data. So microcomputers and mini computers are not sufficient to handle these kind of data, and hence these mainframe computers came into existence. Okay, so these are designed to tackle huge amount of data with large memory and high speed. More than 100 users can use a mainframe computers simultaneously. So these computers are used in networked environment. Okay, so more than 100 users can use it at a time in a networked environment, means connected systems environment. Okay, so next, mainframe computers are very expensive and are mainly used for bulk data processing in large business organizations, universities, banks, scientific laboratories, airline and ticket reservations, stock exchange markets, etc. As I mentioned before, these computers are mainly used for bulk data processing. Okay, in institutions or organizations like universities, banks, scientific laboratories, airlines, etc. So These are quite expensive also. So this is about mainframe computers. This is all about mainframe computers. I hope you have understood what is mainframe computers. These are the examples of mainframe computers: IBM series, System Z10 and PDP-10. So these are the examples of mainframe computers. The next category of computer is supercomputers. So here you have the picture of supercomputer which can fill 2 basketball court of our school. It is that big with more number of processors. So these computers are extremely powerful with huge processing speed, which means you get the output in milliseconds. Very sooner you will get the output. Such computers are used for scientific and engineering work which requires high speed calculations. Okay, for example, weather forecasting, space research, satellite control, etc. are the works which requires the output very fastly, right? And it varies time to time. Okay, this weather forecasting and all the weather reports and all varies time to time. It will not be the same. So these kind of data requires huge computer with huge processing speeds, and that's why we have supercomputers. Okay, so these supercomputers are used to tackle these varying datas. So these are the examples of supercomputers. First you have Cray 1, next you have Param, and next you have Sunway Toyhulite. So Param has got one speciality. It is our India's supercomputer. You can see in the picture Param Shiva. And in the last session, I have posted one picture of Supercomputer Summit. Okay, I hope you remember. So Summit is the fastest supercomputer in the world as of June 8, 2018. I have posted the picture and I have described the same in the last session. I hope you remember. So this is all about supercomputers. I hope you are clear with supercomputers. So we have come to the end of the session, children. I hope you are all clear with the topics discussed today. So we will have a quick revision of the same. We were discussing about the types of computers. First one was microcomputers, which was discussed in the last session. And today we were learning about mainframe computers, mini computers and supercomputers, their features and examples. So I hope you are clear with whatever discussed. You can also do research based on the topics, children, that is categories of computers, different types of computers, then peculiarities, specification, features of the types of computers. So far that's what we discussed. So you can also do more research on the same. And if you have any doubts, please do message and clarify the same. Thank you.